Hi, it's story time with Daddy AJ. That's what my little 3-year-old son calls me. And this book is The Berenstain Bears Christmas Tree by Stan and Jan Berenstain with Mike Berenstain. I'm not 100% sure if that's how to correctly pronounce their last name, but that's how I've been saying it my whole life. This is a beautiful picture book with wonderful rhyming lyrics and words. Let's start. Oh, look. What's that? That's a Christmas tree. Wow. That's a nice Christmas tree with lots of decorations. Do you have your Christmas tree up? It's almost time for Christmas. There's a song about Christmas trees. Do you know? Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. It's a good song. Here we go. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. That's the first caption from the Bible, New Testament, Matthew 7:12. This is the town. That's Papa Bear. Look, they have a Christmas tree. Who's that? Santa Bear? They're all getting ready for Christmas, getting their Christmas trees. There's the Christmas tree stand. And this is their home, a big tree. Wow, look at what he has. He's carrying a big fish. It's so big. All right, now I'll read the story. In Bear Country, Christmas excitement was mounting. The waiting was down to 10 hours and counting. The holly was hung, the presents were bought. A magnificent Christmas salmon was caught. That's the Christmas salmon. There, he's gonna give it to Mama Bear. And then he's getting out the Christmas stand. And they're thinking about the kind of tree they want to get. Okay. The cubs set up the nativity scene and even made paper chains of yellow and green. And now it was time for the most fun of all, getting the tree. A tree full and fat, straight green and tall, with oodles of needles and crannies and nooks for the bears to hang their tree things by hooks. The tree things, cried Pop with the jolliest shout, are wonderful tree things. Let's get them out. He's so excited. Uh-oh, it's stuck in the closet. They're pulling on the door. Uh-oh, look how many things are inside. Yeah. Oh, boom. It all fell out of the closet right on top of Papa Bear. They had quite a collection. There were bangles and bells and bright-colored balls, boxes of things in closets and cupboards and corners of halls. Wow, there's some decorations. Ooh, a nice star for the top. There were some that were heirlooms, saved year after year. A miniature sled with tiny reindeer, their nativity scene with baby Jesus so dear. Strings of bright beads to hang in festoons, a musical bear that sang Christmassy tunes. 'Tis the season to be furry, especially if you're a bear. That's what it says right there. He's singing. But the bear's finest tree thing, their finest by far, was the thing for the top, their Christmas tree star. It had 18 points and was so glittery bright that only the first Christmas star could dim its bright light. Wow. They're just imagining. They don't have the tree yet. They're just thinking about what it will look like when it's all finished. What an array! What a display! Papa Bear bragged, quite carried away. What a grand and glorious sight it will be when we hang all this stuff on our Christmas tree. Why, bears will come from near and far to see how Christmassy we are. So, all the bears needed now, don't you see? All that they needed now was the tree. They don't have a tree yet. They're just thinking about a tree. So they're getting ready, getting his scarf on, their coats, their sweaters, going out to find the tree. A tree straight and tall, fine, full, and flat. Come, cubs, said Papa as he put on his hat. Now be sure to dress warmly, said wise Mama Bear. There's more than a hint of snow in the air. And oh yes, by our tree down the road from Grizzly Gus, I'm sure he will have the right tree for us. That's what Mama Bear said to Papa Bear. Papa Bear doesn't agree. Snow, said Papa, sniffing the air. Not a chance. The weather today will be bright and fair. I always can tell if it's going to snow by a sharp shooting pain in my left big toe. Really? His toe tells him when it's going to snow or not. There they are. Oh, he's got his axe. They're not going to Grizzly Gus's for a tree. They passed right by it. As for Gus and those trees lying in stacks, not for us, Papa said, as he took up his axe. But, Papa, said Brother, Mama knows best. Grizzly Gus and his family have surely been blessed with the loveliest trees around. One of his trees, said Papa. No way. I'll show you where the best trees are this chilly day. Now, brother and sister usually did what Mama said, but not Papa. He did whatever came into his head. Does that sound like anybody else we know? There they go. He's going through the forest and up the side of the mountain, climbing. Wow. Looks a little dangerous. And a fine fat tree is what came into his head that particular Christmas. No matter what, no matter where, if it means going down to the Panama Isthmus, if it means climbing up to the top of Pike's Peak, I will find it, he said, if it takes us a week. But Christmas, said Sis, is just hours away. We must find our Christmas tree today. Christmas Eve services and the nativity play. But Pop didn't hear. By now, he was really quite carried away. He's determined to get a special kind of tree. You see? Uh-oh, what do they see? They're looking. Their eyes are big. Let's read it and see. He was forgetting something that day, that Christmas is more than a show and display, more than just tinsel and pink plastic stars and stuffing yourself with sugar nut bars. There was something important that he was forgetting. Christmas is for giving. It isn't for getting. This was a time to be thinking of others, mamas, papas, sisters, brothers. A time to think of each other, neighbor and friend. But all that was forgotten as they rounded a bend. Wow! There it is. The perfect Christmas tree. See? He's so happy. Let's see. Papa's perfect Christmas tree. What a tree! What a tree! This surely was it. Its green was so green, its tall didn't quit. Its nooks had crannies. Its crannies had nooks. The one question was, would they have enough hooks? A great gift from God to all of nature to be fully appreciated by each wild creature. There he goes, swinging the axe. Oh, look. Sister Bear sees something. Ooh, that was close. What's that? Yee. That's a skunk. Don't make the skunk mad. Woo. Stand back, said Papa, getting ready to chop. Wait, Sister cried. Hold it, please. Stop! Oh, the timely advice of small Sister Bear. Pa managed to stop his axe in midair. And a good thing, too, for that Christmas tree's trunk just happened to be the home of a skunk. There's the skunk. Look what else is in the tree. You see it? And some squirrels and a grouse and one small chipmunk also resided in that Christmas tree's trunk, plus 26 crows who were renting upstairs, and not one of them happy to see those 3 bears. Though this tree, said Pa, seemed a find, it isn't quite what I had in mind. Yikes. He's scared now. All the birds are chasing him, and they're running away. He picked up Brother Bear and Sister Bear. Let's go. Now the animals are back in their tree. And there goes the bears looking for another one. Let's see what they find. There was something else Pa hadn't in mind as they rapidly left Mr. Skunk's tree behind. The coming great day was the skunk's Christmas too. And the squirrels and the chipmunks, if he chopped down their tree, what would they do? And the crows and the grouse, what would they do if he chopped down their house? That's a good question. Where would they have their holly and bells, their Christmas goodies, their Christmassy smells? How would they enjoy their Christmas feast with family and friends, sharing God's saving peace? But such questions as those did not bother Papa, not in the least. His head was so filled with his bangles and bells, his bright-colored balls, his tree things stacked up in closets and halls, that there just wasn't room for anything more. Onward, he cried, and the bears pressed on with their Christmas tree chore. Oh. He's going up hills, in the water, over the waterfall. Yikes. Whatever it takes. He's determined. Ooh, look. What's that? An alligator? In the swamp? Oh, man. Brother Bear and Sister Bear look scared. We will find the right tree. We must, and we will. I will ford any stream, climb any hill, go over Niagara Falls on a log, penetrate the impenetrable fog, brave the terrors of sinister bog. We will find the Christmas tree we seek. We will find it, said he, if it takes us a week. But please, said Sister, we must find a tree soon. She's right, Dad, said Brother. It's late afternoon. Ooh, there they go, up, up, up. A tree, cried Papa, fine, full, and fat, straight, green, and tall. And at that very moment, the snow Mom predicted started to fall. Here comes the snow that Mama Bear was talking about. There's another tree. So they're going to go up, and look, he's going to chop this one. "Remember," said Dad, "a Christmas tree is something we cannot do without, because a tree like that, one straight ahead, is what Christmas is about." Which made Sister Bear look at her brother. Christmas was so much more, according to their mother. But without so much as a passing thought about whether he should or whether he ought, Papa raised his axe and got ready to chop. "Stand back," he said, reckoning where the tree would drop. It was quite a fine tree, sedate and tall, graceful and regal. It was also, it happened, the home of an eagle. Yikes, that's a big bird. Oh, and a hawk. There's another big bird. And a wolf. Yikes, there's a wolf. And a great snowy owl. They all say that this tree is their home. All of these animals. Yikes, they look angry. Angry at Papa Bear for trying to chop their tree. The eagle took off, while the hawk and the wolf and the great snowy owl set up a terrible, terrible howl. Ow! The noise seemed to come from every direction. Then Mr. Eagle expressed his objection. Every Bear County resident needs a home safe and sound, and the eagle turned Papa Bear's thoughts right around. Yeah, because he grabbed Papa Bear's axe. Look at him, he swooped down and he grabbed it right out of his hand. Uh-oh. What's the eagle gonna do with the axe? There they go. The eagle's flying, chasing them with the axe, and they're running away. And then he throws it, and spinning and spinning, spinning and spinning. And Papa Bear grabs the branch. Oh, and they missed. The axe went forward and cut this tree. Wow. They're so lucky they missed it. No, that tree back there wasn't quite it. Its green was too green, and it leaned a bit. It wasn't quite what I had in mind. Come, we still have a tree to find. Papa Bear's still gonna go find a tree. Oh, they went so far in the snow, through the mountains, up, up, even to a higher peak. And look, Brother Bear and Sister Bear are starting to complain, I think. Completely ignoring Papa's big toe, the snow had become a really big snow. A snow of snows, a blizzard of blizzards. Why, there was snow on the ground up to their gizzards. Up the mountain, follow me. I'll find one soon, you'll see, you'll see. I certainly hope so, said Sister, quite worried. That's right, added Brother. In a snow like this, a bear could get buried. But Papa pressed on with just one thing in mind, that perfect tree he was going to find. Full and fat, he cried, tall and green, the finest tree you've ever seen. There's another one. Wow, right at the top of the rocks on the top of the mountain. It's kind of windy and snowy. Now that is the kind of tree I mean. Hurry, said Sister, chop it down. Yes, said Brother, we still have time to get back to town. But Pop was silent as he looked at that tree, strangely silent. What did he see? What Papa saw through the driving snow was a tiny window. within a glow. There's a little small window in the tree. What's in this tree? Who's living inside this tree? Ta-da! See, that's Papa Bear's eye looking through the window. And inside, 1, 2, 3, 4 birds. And a picture of a bird. Look, they're making their own decorations on their own tree. It's a little bird family. They kind of look a lot like the bear family, the way they dress. Pop hardly breathed. He spoke not a word. What he saw through the window was a tiny snowbird, busily trimming his Christmas tree with the help of the members of his family. Their tree was a twig decorated with seeds that the tiny snowbirds had collected from weeds. And for the first time that day, maybe it was the tiny twig tree, or maybe the seeds that helped Papa see the other guy's needs. But whatever it was, Papa shouldered his axe and spared the tree. He remembered what Christmas is really about. He'd had it all backward and inside out. Yeah, he was just thinking of himself. Now he's thinking of others. Oh, he even felt emotional and cried a little bit. And look, the little bird said, "Merry Christmas." And there they go. Back down the hill. Without that tree. "This," said Papa, with a far-off Christmassy look in his eye, "is a time to think of the other guy. A time," he continued, "to be thinking of others, to show love and respect to your sisters and brothers, and to treat them all with kindness and concern." It had just taken Papa Bear a little long to learn. Those Sunday school lessons, which seemed so far away, had stayed in Papa's heart in this very day. "But Papa," said Sis, "what about our tree? The tree for our bells, our bright-colored balls." "Yeah," added Brother, "and all that stuff in our closets and halls." "No problem," said Pa. "There's no need to fuss. We'll go back and buy one from Grizzly Gus." Yeah. Whoop. They have to go back down the hill first. Look, he's making some skis. Chopped some wood with his axe, and they all got on the skis and went down the hill. Wow, so fast. "Grizzly Gus," both cubs said together, "after that trip and that climb and this weather?" "Don't bother me with questions," said Pop. Then he found an old stump and started to chop. And quick as a flash, there were 3 pairs of skis. "Here," Papa said, "slip into these." So Pop and the cubs put on skis and went back for one of old Grizzly's trees. Uh-oh. Where are all the trees? It says, "Sorry, sold out." Oh no. But when they got back to the Christmas tree lot, the lot was still there, but the trees were not. Only a sign saying, "Sorry, sold out," and some tired old needles lying about. Uh-oh, there's no tree. What are they gonna do now? Oh, look, Sister Bear was crying too. She was sad, but she sees something. She's pointing. What is she pointing at? When Sis saw those needles, well, she thought she might cry, but then something wondrous caught her eye. "Look!" she shouted. "Somebody has decorated our house." Wow, look at their tree. That's their home. And somebody decorated it like a Christmas tree. There's the animals. See? The wolf, the skunk, the snowy owl, and the eagle. Look at that position. The hawk, all the crows, squirrels and chipmunks, some birds. They're all around the house. And somebody had the chipmunk, the skunk, the crows, and the grouse, the eagle, the owl, and all of the others, and quite a few of their sisters and brothers were returning the kindness Pa showed those snowbirds. The beasts, they were speechless. The bears, they were speechless. They just had no words. All of the bear's tree things were there. The bangles, the bells, the musical bear, the Christmas tree star, the beads, green and red. Wow. Everybody's looking how beautiful their house is. Beautiful tree house. Why, everything's shining, Sister suddenly said. Then a very special starry light filled the sky that Christmas Eve night. It didn't come from that pink plastic star. It was the light of the real Christmas star. The Christmas spirit shone down that night. It filled the whole sky with a lovely light. It charged the cold, clear, bare country air. It filled the heart of every bear. And their fellow creatures, one and all, nature's creatures, great and small. There's the shining star. The end. There's their town again. Okay, that's the end of the story. Merry Christmas.